For the Lakers, they can't be too disappointed, playing over 500 ball the last 10 games. But this team feels they are better than that and look to prove it with a big win tonight. Clippers, Lakers. Tip-off coming right up. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, great to hear from you. And Anthony Davis often is in the conversation for Defensive Player of the Year and even MVP, but don't expect him to indulge in that talk. He said, if I play to my potential, then those just happen. But winning another title, anchoring our defense, staying healthy, those are the types of goals I set for myself. Kevin?
You always have priorities very straight with you, David. Thank you. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, and looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
And now the Lakers starting group, and they have their big three all out there. Westbrook at the point, with LeBron and Davis at the forward. Howard is out there with Monk, and for the Clippers, George in the front court, along with Leonard. Reggie Jackson out there with Powell, and it's Zubac in at the 5, down low. Just sort of looking at the standings here, Greg, midseason. Do you think the conference system still holds any relevance?
Listen, I think for travel distance, it makes sense to continue to have divisions and conferences. But in the perfect world, I think we'd love to see, hey, let's just seed them 1 through 16 and determine who's truly the best.
Now here's Westbrook. And there's the pass to Davis. Just 5 on the clock. Over Leonard. Offensive rebound. Howard, the pass to Monk. Back to Howard. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. They get it again. Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Davis using that athleticism to battle it out on the glass. From in that tight, hard to stop AD.
Here now the Clippers. Here's Jackson. Outside Leonard. Over Davis. Tries yet again. George with no one around. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
With a few 40% seasons from deep, George has become one of the top three-point shooters in the game.
Here's Westbrook, and Westbrook throws it down hard.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Here's Zubac after the basket by the Lakers. Jackson kicks to George. Fires from 14. And it's off the back rim, no good.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Howard's shot is good.
Such a great rebounder, athleticism and length. Dwight Howard knows how to use those gifts that he possesses.
Jackson dishes to Leonard. Over Davis. Leonard, no luck. Lakers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Here's James. Howard. It's good on the putback.
Cannot leave Howard alone on the offensive glass. When you do, he's making you pay for that mistake. Outside
Jackson. George against James. And it's Paul George with the finish.
Yeah, you know, George really enjoys being in the air. I mean, this guy has great body control and bounce, and his slams at times can be absolutely sick.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. And Westbrook, here we go, and the dunk by Westbrook.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And so here are the Clippers, following the bucket by the Lakers. Knocked loose. Leonard, that's for two. A rebound by the Lakers. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
And the last time they faced this club, rebounding was their big advantage.
Clearly, that was the overriding factor. A double-digit advantage on the boards. They just pounded them inside.
Here's Leonard. Against Indiana, he was really on his game. And this is year one of LeBron's two-year, $85 million extension. And, Greg, that will take him through age 38.
And that will amount to $435 million in career earnings, the most all-time. And it wouldn't surprise me if he's got a few more years left in the tank after that.
Now here's Jackson. After the miss from Malik Monk, the drive by Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
The quickness of Reggie Jackson, terrific. Superb at slicing apart the defense with his drives to the rack.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Leading by 5. Passes it to Monk. Back to Westbrook. Pass to Howard. He feeds it to Westbrook. And the shot goes down. Westbrook's got 6.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
And those putback baskets contributing to their lead.
The Clippers shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Outside Leonard. Pass to Zubac. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Not only does Davis have great skill, but he is tremendously agile. He can get shots from just about anywhere on the court.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Jackson following the basket by Malik Monk. The tray. And Reggie Jackson gets the 3. He's got 5.
The improved touch of Jackson, especially from range, now making him a multi-dimensional threat.
The drive by James, and James throws it down.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
Last outing for the Clippers, they won that game against the Pacers. Davis against Leonard, over Davis, and Davis sends it back.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Howard. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Clippers trail by 8. The pass to George. Back to Leonard. Powell in the high post. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
And Davis throws it down.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Here's Leonard following the bucket by the Lakers. And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
And this, the second season of Anthony Davis's 5-year, $190 million extension. And he admitted that with his injury history, that long-term security was a consideration.
Marcus Morris is checked in for the Clippers. And the Lakers also making a change. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Dwight Howard. Passes to Leonard. Over Anthony. A rebound by the Lakers. Davis has got 4 rebounds in this game. And AD's injury woes rearing their head last season as well, Greg. We saw it, missing a number of games.
Well, a big man with his athleticism, a lot of stress on the legs. LeBron's gotten him on the same nutrition and treatment regimen. Hopefully, that'll help. Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And here's George, following Russell Westbrook's three. The dish now to Leonard. Pass to George. Outside Jackson. Pass to Leonard. Over Anthony. A terrific shot on the turnaround.
And that high release point on Leonard's shot makes that mid-range jumper tough to contest.
James looking around. He kicks it to Westbrook. Back to James. Davis inside. Pulls it up. And James with the basket on the assist by Davis. LeBron's got his second bucket of the night.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Here's Jackson. Following the basket by LeBron James. Outside Leonard. The three. Jackson misses. Lakers leading by 13. And here is LeBron. His last outing, 16 points for him. And Davis puts it in. Davis has got his third basket of the night right there.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Monk finds Westbrook. There's the pass to LeBron. It's not going to go for him. The Clippers go the other way with it. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
Here's Westbrook. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. James up top, defended by George. James kicks to Westbrook. Passes it to Davis. Back to Westbrook. Now Davis. Fader on the way. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Davis has got 8.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And the Clippers call time here.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Robert Covington's checked in for Leonard. Batum comes in for George. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Norman Powell. Mann subbed in for Jackson. The Lakers also making some changes. Horton Tucker comes in for Davis. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Monk.
And Covington is always looking to shoot the ball. I mean, which in turn forces defenders to get extra aggressive with him when he's going up with the shot.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And it's 6'7" with a 7'2" wingspan. Robert Covington, Greg, comfortable guarding power forwards.
Well, he's accustomed to it. In high school, he was the same height, but only weighed 170 pounds. Even then, his coach said he was weak, but he wasn't soft.
And both free throws good for Covington.
Well, he's an outstanding defender and a very capable shooter. Covington is an extremely valuable role player.
Outside Westbrook. Here's Mann. Right now averaging about 5 points a game. Outside Covington. Pass to Kennard. 6 on the shot clock. And the Clippers miss again.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Nunn finds Anthony. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Nunn. Robert Covington unable to get his last shot to go. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the Mobile One block.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
A minute 50 left in the first quarter. Lakers passing it around. Pass to Westbrook. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 9-foot shot. And Anthony gets it to go on the assist from Westbrook.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Now here's Covington. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Kennard against Westbrook. Westbrook pulls it in. Lakers leading by 15. It's deflected. Now here's Kennard. Denied for the 3rd time. He's 0 for 3. Nunn passes to Anthony. Lets it go from 14. They get it back. And Westbrook is right there. And the Lakers lead by 17.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
The pass to Mann. Here's Kennard. Shot clock at 6. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Horton Tucker, the pass to Westbrook. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Top of the key. Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for the Los Angeles Lakers. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And now, a chance to hear LeBron James expound on the difference between offense and defense.
More delicate than defense. Defense, you can make mistakes but cover for one another by just communicating and flying around at times and clean up for your mistakes. Offensively, if you're not all 5 guys at the same time and not moving and cutting, and one pass or one bad screen here or one pass there can mess up the rhythm of an offense.
You know, Greg, I could listen to him talk basketball all day.
And he makes a valid point. You can't just hustle your way to great offense. It takes time and chemistry.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Something else they've done a good job of tonight, right from the start, is penetrating and scoring.
Marcus Morris is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Batum. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Mann in at the 1. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days. They're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a 3 for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you. Clippers trail by 19. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Horton Tucker with the rebound.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Now, here's Kennard. An 11-point game for him in the win against Indiana. And the rejection by James.
Phenomenal work on defense. James using his athleticism to make a statement with that block.
Here's man, defended by none. Here's man. He's still scoreless so far in this one. He's off on that one. Good D by Ariza. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That is his first foul of the game. Zubac is checked in for Marcus Morris. The Lakers also with a sub. Howard's checked in. They get a hand on it. Nunn finds Howard. Lakers passing it around. Here's Ariza. Howard trying to free himself up. The layup off target. Clippers have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter. 0 for 5.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
Back to Ariza. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And the Clippers call time here. And teams often try to slow down point guards with bigger defenders. But, Greg, you locked up without that edge. How'd you do it?
A little athleticism, Kevin, and a lot of desire.
And the Clippers making a change here. George is checked in. Shoots from the elbow. The Lakers with the rebound. Howard's got 5 rebounds tonight. Now, Nunn. 11 points for him in that last game against Portland. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a 3-point play chance right here. 1 free throw coming up.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Jackson, he's checked in for the Clippers. Davis is checked in for the Lakers. That's good from Howard.
And when you think of Howard, defense and rebounding immediately comes to mind. I mean, he knows his role and plays it pretty well.
Passes it to Batum. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's Jackson. Here's Zubac. George trying to break free. No good again that time. Ariza with it. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Pass to Nunn. Kicks it to Ellington. Shot clock at 5. From the arc. Excellent D there from George. To the middle. Good D by Howard. Here are the Lakers. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. Zubac against Nunn. On the wing, Ellington. Back to Nunn. Shoots over Zubac. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That is his first foul of the game. For the Clippers, Leonard comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Powell in for Kennard. The Lakers also with a sub. Malik Monk, he's checked in for Wayne Ellington. And here's Jackson. He had 13 points in the win against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
It was never all about himself. He came away with a lot of assists in that game and just kind of kept everybody in the mix.
You know, his scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
Monk, the pass to Howard. Now here is Davis. Nunn finds Davis, shoots over Leonard. And Davis gets it to go. Davis has got 10 points.
You know, with his ability to stretch the floor, Davis really adds another dimension to his team's offense.
Here now, the Clippers. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. And Kendrick Nunn is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Now here's Jackson. 5 points in the game. Here's Leonard.
You know, defensively, Anthony Davis might be the most versatile big guy in the league. I mean, this guy does a nice job not only blocking shots, but challenging shots as he did there.
And Malik Monk is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Leonard. That one wide left.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Now here is Howard. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Howard, that's good.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. He kicks it to Powell. Here's Leonard. He scores for only his third time tonight. Now 3 for 10, taking Clem out of the hole.
And in dropping that one, he stops a 13-0 run by the Lakers.
Now here's Monk. He's coming off a 10-point game against Portland.
Boy, he was piling up those assists in that one. I mean, every pass seemed to be on time and on target.
And Howard with the stuff.
You know, showing flashes of his old self here. I mean, when Howard finds that rhythm, he feels like nobody can stop him, and he's right.
Now the Clippers with it. George passes to Zubac. Pass to Leonard. Now George. Leonard on the wing. And that one off the back of the rim and in. 8 points for Kawhi Leonard.
That may not be his first choice, but Kawhi's not going to pass it up if it's there for him. Good decision to take the quick jumper off the catch.
Ariza goes in. First trip to the line for him here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
I don't think you really can say enough about the work he's put in and the massive strides he's made in his free throw shooting, guys. I mean, his numbers are way up this year.
He misses the free throw.
You know, Ariza offers his team invaluable experience. He's a natural leader who his teammates look up to.
Russell Westbrook's checked in for Kendrick Nunn. He hits the second from the line. Here's the Clippers. And George kicks to Zubac. And the pass to Leonard. Here's Jackson. He has 5. 6 to shoot. Pass to Leonard. Over Davis. Leonard, no luck.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink. And there was a slight panic in L.A. when Kawhi opted out of his deal. It quickly went away as Kawhi signed a new one with the Clippers. The Clippers can build knowing Kawhi is in it for the long haul. Always nice to know you have a star that you can win with.
The Lakers have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
Free throw good, Howard.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Carmelo Anthony's checked in for the Lakers. And both free throws good for Howard.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Now, here's Zubac. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. George with the bounce pass. Leonard with the bucket.
You know, after averaging just 1 assist per game as a rookie, George has really upgraded his passing game.
Westbrook against Jackson. Westbrook kicks to Anthony. Pass to Monk. Back to Anthony. Over George. Anthony's shot is off. The Clippers shooting 23% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Jackson has the open look. And a miss there on the triple. And here's the Lakers. They're on an 18-7 run. Davis with the bucket.
I think this particular play hinges on Davis's shooting ability. But you've got to set him up right, and the basket is virtually guaranteed if you do.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Into the lane, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Ooh, just shook his man loose with a crafty play inside.
And then the dunk just tops it off beautiful.
High-level skills being showcased out there now, fellas. I mean, that was a terrific hoop.
So it's the Lakers now. The Clippers getting the bucket. Deep 2 from Anthony, and he knocks down the jumper.
Sharing the basketball is a part of the game that Monk needs to continue to add to complement his shooting.
Outside, George, and the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul. Marcus Morris is checked in for Zubac. And the Lakers also making a switch. James is checked in.
Set it up, bring the play in.
Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Kicks it to Leonard. Outside Jackson. 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range, the long distance 3 is built. Jackson's got 5 points now in the quarter. They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
Double team on Westbrook. George with the ball. He's picked up by LeBron. Over Westbrook. The shot by George, no good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Here's Jackson. Following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
And all the skill used on that crossover. Might want to save a little bit for the finish. Unable to convert there.
Now here's LeBron. 6 points for him. Powell with the steal. drives to the hoop. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Powell. For the Clippers, Robert Covington checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Batum comes in for George. Mann subbed in for Jackson. Horton Tucker's checked in for the Lakers. And so Powell nails both of them. Now LeBron checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game. Fades, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. LeBron's got 4 points in the quarter. The Clippers shooting a pretty pitiful 25% in this game. Offensively, they can't get anything going. Here's Mann. Monk defending. Bangs home the trifecta. Covington's got 5 now.
And, you know, whenever Covington is squaring up like that, he's money. Just an exceptional shooter with range for days.
Outside Westbrook. Double team on Westbrook. Here's Horton Tucker. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Powell driving the lane, and the dunk by Powell.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective.
Outside Westbrook. Pass to Monk from outside the arc. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 5 assists tonight.
You've got to be up on Monk all the time. I mean, even when the pass has not gotten to him yet, you need to be there before it arrives because he's ready to let it go when he catches it.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much with Ty Lue. Coach, do you think your turnovers and struggles at the offensive end fueled their scoring?
Always. If we turn the basketball over, it's hard for us to get back, get our defense set. So we got to do a better job taking care of the basketball and having good shot selection.
We'll see what you can do to make that better as the game goes, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. That was a combination of everybody and everyone. Everyone. Did you catch that?
I got it.
Yeah, Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. How about that first half, fellas? A big night so far for Dwight Howard. He ended up with 15 points, 11 rebounds, and 1 assist. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Man, this was a brawl inside. Shaq, I know you like this. Man, the guys were sacrificing their bodies, making plays through contests, just wearing the hard hat. That's how this game's gotten out of hand so far.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Clippers?
And one of the main reasons they're down right now is because of their rebounding problems. They're getting outworked, outclassed, not bringing the intensity, not willing to get their hands dirty. They're playing like wimps.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. We have seen an exceptional performance from Dwight Howard.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Lakers. And they have their big 3 all out there. Westbrook at the point with LeBron and Davis at the forward. Monk is out there with Howard. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And he's at nearly 90% from the free throw line this season, so having a terrific year.
Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting.
The free throw drops for Powell. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's LeBron. To the inside. Here's Howard. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got his 5th assist in this one.
There's an example of that strength that Dwight Howard possesses. I love seeing him fight through contact.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And Westbrook pulls it down. Westbrook's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And now in the second half of his career, Russell Westbrook wants rings. He knows he's getting older and has no time to waste. It's why he plays with such passion.
The Clippers shooting the ball poorly, just 28%. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Kawhi Leonard keeps it simple. He says, I'm trying to be the best player I can be. I'm happy with what I've done in my career, and I'm just going to keep on from there. It's not about being famous. It's about playing basketball and having fun on the floor. Well, he is famous, Kevin, and he remains focused on the court.
Agreed, David. It has served him well. Thank you. And Westbrook's high motor is why we love him. He goes out, Greg, and competes every play in every game.
No doubt, but I tell you what, he's tired of missing out on the NBA Finals. This is a guy that is hungry to get back to that stage. It'll be interesting to see if he can get it done.
Here's Westbrook. Paul George making his last shot. Monk's shot's good.
You know, when you're open on Westbrook's team, he makes sure to find you. He's a selfless distributor.
The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Outside, George shoots it, and Westbrook pulls it down. Westbrook's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Knocks it loose. Leonard with the steal. George, that's a 2-pointer. Rebounded by the Lakers. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Westbrook feeling it out a bit. LeBron James on the wing. All sorts of time. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 7th assist in the game. James is getting it done, shooting over 55%, 5 of 9 shooting from the floor. Outside Jackson with the drive. Excellent D from Howard. The Lakers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Inside, the kick out to Westbrook. Double team on Westbrook. Shoots the 3. A shot by LeBron, no good. Down low. Outside for Jackson. His 3-pointer's off the mark. Jackson's gone 4 of 12 shooting from the floor, only 33%. to the paint. And it's Davis missing. The Clippers shooting a pretty brutal 29% since the break. The shot by George, no good.
After hitting 1 3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
Westbrook, it's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Hey, we know this guy's a dynamic scorer, but what Westbrook really is an energetic, intense competitor.
The Clippers shooting 28%, a rocky performance for them offensively. Here's Jackson. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. Lakers have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. James outside. He kicks it to Monk. Howard at the elbow. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Monk. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Zubac.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
And, you know, this is a definite strength of Howard's game. I think he's a rim protector of an elite level.
And it's Howard finishing it off.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Poked away. It's stolen by Davis. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. And the Clippers making a change here. Kennard's checked in. The Lakers also making some changes. Ellington comes in for Dwight Howard. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Malik Monk. A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
The Lakers have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Westbrook passes to LeBron. Back to Westbrook over Jackson. Here's Davis. Second chance shot. Drops in the layup for 2. Davis has got 14 points.
And I tell you what, AD is able to brush off those defenders with ease because of how strong he is. That's what they call weight room.
Now, here is George. He's got 9. The pass to Kennard. Clock at 6. There's Jackson with the 3. The Lakers with the rebound. LeBron's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Westbrook with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Inside. And finished off by LeBron.
Boom! LeBron! He's still got major bounce and force on the fly.
They're struggling to keep up.
And we'll see if they can turn things around, Kevin. On this trip, they can't continue to come up empty.
Jackson misses.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Ellington, the pass to LeBron. Jacks up a 3. A shot by Ellington, no good. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Passes to Kennard. And again, no good by the Clippers.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Westbrook dishes to Davis. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Clark, we know injury prevention is a huge aspect for teams, and it seems like training staffs hold a lot more weight than they did in the past.
I think you're exactly right, Kevin. No doubt about it, and for good reason. I mean, the medical staffs include doctors and trainers and physiotherapists and the like, and they really have enhanced what goes into preparing players for their seasons throughout their careers, and it's become more precise. It's better. Yet there are still going to be injuries, but the treatment and care players get now, I think, is platinum level across the league. You know, I tell you what, you can make a case he's the best player in the league. Davis is really the total package, both ends of the floor, and he continues to get better.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Marcus Morris is checked in for Zubac. Robert Covington comes in for Leonard. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for George. Mann subbed in for Reggie Jackson. And so Anthony Davis nails both of them. Here's Mann. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. They could use a bucket. The shot, no good. And the Lakers going the other way now. LeBron is doubled. To the middle. Gets it to go. That one good from Nunn. Nunn's got his second bucket of the night.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
In the corner, Kennard with it. Lays it up off the glass.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
Lakers have gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime. Shooting 8 of 15. And they double up James from 20 feet out. Here's Anthony. And he uses the glass on the layup. Anthony's got 6 points.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities. Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Nunn passes to Davis. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. He's got 18.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
And the Clippers have possession following the basket by Anthony Davis. Here's Kennard. Off the left rim and out. Lakers shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor, hitting on all cylinders. Now here's Ellington. He's covered closely. Davis kicks to Ellington. Trying to get open is Davis, and Ellington is good for 3.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Here's Mann. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Covered by Anthony. And Kendrick Nunn is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Trevor Ariza's checked in for the Lakers. Horton Tucker comes in for James. Clippers moving the ball around. Back to Kennard. A floater. Can't hit that one. Good D by Ariza.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
It's Ariza on the wing. Pass to Nunn. Batum with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. They need this. Buries it from three-point range. Batum's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. The Lakers shooting in the third quarter has been brilliant, up around 58%. Anthony dishes to Ariza. Shoots over Covington. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Ariza's got 5.
Like the way Ariza seeks out mid-range jumpers, capable of nailing these shots when he's in rhythm. The heck with the analytics. A good 2 from a good shooter is as good as a 3.
Batum, good.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Outside Anthony. Pass to Ariza. Back to Anthony. Nunn up top. 5 on the clock. Ellington inside the three-point line. And it's rebounded by Covington.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Another shot to the inside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one is on Ariza.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a little. Surprising, given that Morris is a solid shooter and a pretty good defender and rebounder.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
They've worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second chance points.
And he makes the first. And the Lakers making a change here. Monk's checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Now, here's Monk. 8 points for him. Here's Anthony. Kennard with the rebound. Clippers shooting just 26% out there, a terrible showing from an offense capable of much better. And last year, Carmelo Anthony climbed into the top 10 all-time in scoring.
Well, I mean, he's a surefire Hall of Famer, and he may never get that NBA title, but you factor in college and international play, and there's no doubt he'll be in Springfield.
That shot, no good.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing.
46 seconds left to play in the third. Now the pass to Nunn. Here's Horton Tucker. No good on the 3. Kennard with the ball. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now, here's Nunn. Outside Anthony. And here's Nunn. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Monk's shot's good.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Yeah, I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them. And as long as they're falling, continue to take them.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. The Lakers on top, running away with this one. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Dan, he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The Lakers shooting around 60% on the night. Amazing work offensively so far. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. They've got Hartenstein, Hood out there with Batum, and it's man in at the point. The shot's good from Monk.
Monk's got deceptive strength. You got to respect that. I mean, the defense throwing themselves all over him and at him, but he's still concentrating and knocking down the shot.
And for the Clippers, they're shooting 27%. The offense is just embarrassing themselves. Driving in. Out to Hood. Fires for 3. Horton Tucker with the rebound. And in this era of player empowerment, Clark, you think star players have ever had more leverage than they do today?
No question they have not. With social media, the platforms players have been able to build, the following the NBA has, not just domestically but globally, all of that has converged to give players a significant amount of power. And not to discount the fact that players are more aware and educated in so many of the business aspects of the game than I've ever seen them, and that's an encouraging sign from my perspective.
And so here are the Clippers. Trevor Ariza missing from long range. That one drops for him. Mann's got his first bucket of the night.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Feeds it to Bazemore. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. The Lakers making a switch here. Reeves is checked in. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Count it.
Rapid fire release from Ariza like a staple gun. Boom, boom. Outstanding at shooting as soon as the pass gets to his hands.
Mann passes to Hood. Greg, you've got the unique opportunity right now to watch your son Cole follow in your footsteps. What has changed for players now versus when you played?
Well, I think the players today are so much smarter, and they prepare to be pros at such an earlier age. And honestly, I think that's one of the advantages our league has. You know, you don't have to teach these guys responsibility. You may have to teach them the game, but they are ready, willing, and able to work to achieve their goals.
The Clippers have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Mann passes to Hood. Takes it inside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Two.
That free throw good from Hood. Both free throws good from Hood. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Passes it to Reeves. Ariza outside from 17 feet out. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
Johnson gets the bucket.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
The Clippers shooting 27%. The offense is just embarrassing themselves. Out to the wing. Ball's knocked loose. Coffey passes to Mann. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Here's Batum. No good that time. And the Lakers take it the other way. Here's Horton Tucker. It's deflected. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, player movement is always a constant in the NBA, but with more players on the move every year, the power balance can shift in the blink of an eye.
And we've seen it with the Lakers, right? Just a few years ago. The Nets and a few others. Not everyone, though, loves it, but it sure keeps things interesting.
Two.
And the first one drops.
You know, Nick Batum, out of France, taken 25th in the 2008 draft. If there was a redo, he's a lottery pick.
Both free throws good from Batum. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Pass to Bazemore. Ariza outside. Pass to Reeves. Shoots a three. They teed that time from Hood. And the foul on Kent Bazemore. That's his first foul. Norman Powell's checked in for the Clippers. Clippers have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Outside Hood. And for the first time in 2021, Clark, we had the full play-in tournament featuring the 7 through 10 seeds. What'd you think of the new format?
I really enjoyed it. I mean, again, part of it was we're coming out of a pandemic, and so we're starving for all things sports, and this added another level of excitement to, I think, the best game in the world, NBA basketball. You had Steph against LeBron and AD. So I think it was a pretty awesome result overall.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Down low, here's Mann. Tries again. Here's Hartenstein. Chalk up 2 there.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Lakers shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. Johnson outside. And it's Isaiah Hartenstein with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Straight frustration right there, and I agree with you. Self-control of your emotions, a must-have if you're going to play winning basketball.
Dwight Howard's checked in for Kent Bazemore. Now, here's Howard. Here's Horton Tucker. It's tipped. Here's Johnson. Howard trying to free himself up. Johnson, good. Johnson's got 4 points this quarter.
A super high percentage shot there. You just can't allow him to get that close.
Here's Hartenstein. Foul for 3. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Howard's got 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Here's Reeves. Clark, between the draft and free agency and big mid-season trades, it feels like we rarely see the same team twice season to season.
Yeah, guys move around quite a bit, more so than in the past, Kevin. I don't necessarily know if that's good or bad. It's certainly different. I tend to lean towards guys staying in the same place longer. That would be my personal preference, but the landscape has shifted and changed, and it's overall probably a positive thing for the players.
And the Lakers making a change here. Ellington's checked in, and that's a foul. It's called on Wayne Ellington. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
Here's Mann. The pass to Coffey. Here's Mann. Driving inside.
It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort, but little has gone his way.
Fast break, the Lakers. Johnson's got the ball. The feed now to Howard. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Left side, Hood. It's Powell on the wing. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Ellington the pass to Johnson. And there's the foul. It'll go on Terrence Mann. That's his first foul. And Greg, with recent legal results, more opportunities now for compensation for college athletes. Do you like it?
I do. I mean, there's enough money going around. I don't have a problem with the athletes getting a share, especially with the amount of time and effort and energy they have to commit. Let's take care of the guys. Let them enjoy the collegiate experience.
Here's Ariza. Cans it from downtown.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
The Clippers shooting a terrible 27% from the floor. Boy, an off night for them, to say the least. Here's Mann. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Reeves, defended by Covington. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Passes it to Coffey from downtown. Rebounded by the Lakers. Here's Reeves. Here he goes. Banked in off the glass.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
And it's the Clippers' ball. Here's Coffey. It's Covington on the wing. Outside Hood. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Mann passes to Hartenstein. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And back in the day, Greg, Allen Iverson got criticized for devaluing practice. Now we've got healthy players sitting out of games. Has load management gone too far, you think?
Not a practice, but a game. We got guys missing games, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. But honestly, I'm really all for load management in this regard. If I owned a team and I had to invest $200 million in a player, I want to do everything I can to prolong my investment. And the reality is we've got our stars playing at unprecedented lengths at higher levels later in their careers. So I'm all for doing what we can to prolong the careers of our very best players.
Kent Bazemore's checked in for the Lakers. Both good from the line that time. And so Bazemore will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. To the inside, here's Howard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Nice job that time using that strong body of his inside. Once Howard has positioning, I think you got to wrap him up.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first. And he's good on the second. Clark, you know, road teams accustomed to hostile crowds, but it can go too far. Players have been very vocal, saying, respect the game, and then respect us as human beings as well.
And, Kevin, I couldn't say it any better. It's that simple. It's not complicated. The right to say anything you want doesn't come with the purchase of a ticket. I think human dignity, common courtesy, and respect supersedes whatever feelings you might have about a particular team or player and overrides whatever price you paid for your ticket.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
And for the Clippers, they're shooting in this fourth quarter pretty dire at 27%. Put on the wing. And the foul on Kent Bazemore. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. The first one falls. The Lakers making a switch here. Reeves is checked in. Both free throws good from Hood. And this August, the Summer League was back in Las Vegas, Greg, and that's where you're from. That's where you played. How pleased are you to see your hometown become a mecca for the game in the offseason?
Oh, it is such a proud moment for me, born and raised here, growing up here. And quite honestly, I'm just thrilled that we have Summer League again. After what we've gone through, partner, it is just a breath of fresh air to get back to focusing on the little things.
And he can't get the first one. And the second free throw, good. Here's Reeves. Pass to Ariza. Johnson outside. Bazemore finds Johnson. Takes the three. And it's rebounded by Covington. Covington's got his fourth rebound in this one.
Yeah, that's a bad move there. Stops the clock and puts the other side on the line.
Yeah, inexcusable. I mean, he's got to know not to take any chances there. That's just a terrible foul.
Free throw drops for Covington. We're seeing a lot of top high school players opting for the G League over college now, Greg. What's your advice to top young players on their path to the NBA?
And well, Kevin, I think you just answered it. It's their path. And I don't think the same path is right for everybody. There are going to be a lot of talented young men and women who want to go to college for the experience, for the environment. For the networking, right? You're going to make some of the best friends you'll ever have on a college campus. Having said that, though, some kids aren't into college, aren't into school. They want to just go and pursue their passion and their craft, and that's why I think the G League and the developmental leagues that are out there are so good for these young players.
Here's Hood following the bucket by the Lakers.
Two shots.
That free throw good from Hood. Both free throws good from Hood. All right, Greg, I'm going to put you on the spot. Who do you think right now has the best backcourt in the NBA?
Oh, my goodness. I mean, so many terrific backcourts to choose from. Phoenix has got to be in that conversation with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. But I'll tell you what, with the Splash Brothers healthy and back at it, it's just hard to beat that combination.
And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. And the foul on Kent Bazemore. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for two.
Oh, no. He's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
shots. Relax on the first.
No good on that one. Kennard, he's checked in for Terrence Mann. Good on the second free throw.
A disappointing trip to the line there. Even though it was just one miss, now is not the time to be missing those. And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Lakers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
Still 2 more games upcoming between these teams, so we could have a few more twists and turns down the road.
No surprise here, just a big-time performance.
For Anthony Davis.
You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it.
46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Coffey. He's guarded by Johnson. Here's Hartenstein. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Here's Reeves. Pass to Ellington. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth. 6 to shoot. Reeves can't hit. Now here's Covington. Kennard, the pass to Hood. Misses from close range. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, AD. Nice win. How close is the team to being ready for the playoffs?
I think we're close. We're not too far off. Some areas we have to get better at. You know, tonight, you know, was a good test for us. I mean, this team is a hell of a team. They can shoot the ball very well, and we know it's going to be tough to win against teams like this. I think we're close. You know, when we get leads, we got to learn how to maintain leads. It's pretty easy for us to get a lead when we come and play the style that we want to, but you know, we kind of take our foot off the gas a little bit and let teams get back in it.
Yeah, I know there's some stuff to work on, but congrats on the win. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. And we'll see you next time.